Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
I do handle, as much as I don't know anything about it, I do handle the I am the inside IT guy. We have an IT group.
Yeah, that the dealership contracts out to.
Yes.
But they're not in the dealership.
Correct. So, like, immediate issues, I'm the guy. But then at the same time, if it's more than what I can handle, I'm the guy that contacts them.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on again?
You would not believe how many problems I fixed doing that.
It works sometimes.
I completely agree. I've fixed a lot of problems doing that.
But like I went and bought a new printer the other day to replace Sierra's printer, and I just plugged up the new printer and went in the computer and did a test page and stuff. And I go, "You're good." And she goes, "Well, don't you have to set up and did it?" And I go, "No, plug it up. It's good to go." And she's like, "Well, I always hear about drivers." And I go, "Yeah, that stuff's like automatically done. Read new printer. Does it have the driver? Okay, let's go."
Yeah, once you discover the new device,
Yeah,
it's there.
yeah.
Which, God, I don't know if she'd be able to handle knowing that a lot of printers have access to servers, so you can print from any printer.
Right?
So
We have that
what
at
was
work.
so funny was in the printer conversation before I went to get the new printer, I was talking about the old printer, and I was talking about the former IT firm that we used, and the cost of that printer versus the cost of the new printer. And they still do the old printer, and literally like the difference is like 6 more pages per 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And the cost per copy is a 1 cent difference. So across 2,200 pages.
Yeah.
So I was like, but the other machine was 3 times the cost for the machine.
And that's not even including the most expensive part of owning a printer.
Correct. So I was like, well, they use the same ink.
Oh, do
That's
they?
the thing about it.
Oh, that's good.
It's like, what? So I was like, boy, the old IT had us bent over a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, what? I was like, bent over a barrel? So then I explained to her the terminology, bent over the barrel.
How old is she?
Well, not just that. I mean, she's our age, but like,
I feel like at a certain point, you get to a certain
she's
age
also,
and most people have heard.
she's also Southern.
Yeah, but that okay, being bent over a barrel.
Well, no, I'm talking about like, Daniel, you've been in the South long enough to know that everybody down here uses like, whatever you like analogies for everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, like it's a way of life.
Which makes me surprised that, at some point.
Well, now I've heard her
everybody's
say it 3 times.
Oh, God.
I'm like, she's used it right all 3 times.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because when someone discovers something new and you can always tell that they've discovered a new word or a saying or a phrase, they use it in the wrong context.
Well, all 3 times she said it, I have been around, and she said it, and she looks at me like, eh? I'm like, you've used it in the right context.
Aren't you so proud of me?
Pretty much. That's how it's gone. I was just shocked. She's like, I've never heard that. I was
I'm
like,
a big girl now.
I was like, I grew up hearing that.
Yeah.
They have me over the barrel or bent over the barrel.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Man.
She was like, what does it mean? I go, it's like saying,
You're getting taken advantage of.
yeah. I said, well, I told her, I said, it's like saying I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I was like, but the difference between the phrase stuck between a rock and a hard place is you put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
Bent over a barrel is you're in that position, but because of someone else.
Exactly. Yes.
Someone else has put you in that position and you couldn't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So, but she like, when I said it, she thought it was just like
The greatest thing ever.
Well, no, at first, like, she was like, the fact that she had never heard it. So I Googled it. She's like, holy crap.
You need to Just keep like a tally of how many times she says it over the
Right,
next like week.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start coming to her with different ones and see if she knows them or whatever.
We got to think of a few.
Yeah.
Off the podcast, we need to just come up with a few that you need to like filter in that she might not have ever heard.
Well, the other day I said six is one, half a dozen another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I said that to somebody else, and they were like, "Huh?"
It's tomato.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus, and I am your clueless leader. Today we're going to get bent over a barrel.
Okay.
Are we?
Are we?
What are you doing to us?
See, that's the thing. Y'all don't know. I have Miss Muffin.
Hey, y'all.
Marcus
And I
is getting
have
ready to
Daniel.
take advantage of us. I'm here. Now I'm
here.
concerned.
Yeah, we're concerned now.
I'm gonna put you somewhere like between a rock and a hard place.
But,
I've got a rock up there on the shelf.
we have a rock.
Guess the wall would sort of be hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So today, though, what I do want to talk about
Okay.
is writing and raising money and like doing benefits or doing things that support other organizations and stuff like that. Because there are 501c3 motorcycle groups that are full charity groups. They raise money and they donate money and stuff like that.
Yes.
The one being that I work with the most being the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association.
Yeah.
Which they have my full support primarily because all the way to the tippy top of the company, it is volunteer.
That's a rarity.
Correct. Comparatively, and I'm not gonna be a jerk here, but everybody's always seen that stuff about United Way and Goodwill and other organizations.
I think
CEOs that make way too much money.
Well,
Yeah.
look, Goodwill's a good one to take advantage of. Put them over a barrel.
Yeah.
Because it is a for-profit company that
Yeah.
takes free donations and then resells them.
Right, but then also too, when you see all that stuff, they're like,
But they
we're putting
also-
it back into the community to help, and it's like, and
No, but
your
they're
CEO
hiring,
makes $4 million a year, and I can buy stock in your company, and
the local stores are hiring people out of the halfway house to work.
Yeah.
while the general manager probably makes $100,000.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's still a good. They do donate money. They do assist other things. But if we're going to look at one that's negative,
But for
in a
us
negative
locally,
light, yeah.
for us locally, everybody in Chattanooga that's been here for a long time, when we have stuff like that,
Salvation Army,
or Samaritan Center.
Samaritan
Yeah,
Center.
Samaritan
That's
Center.
what I
Well,
was
no,
thinking.
Salvation Army is also
or Habitat.
a good yes.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is,
Habitat's 50-50. They're better than most, but they're still not great.
most of their organization is volunteer.
Yeah, sorry. I said
But
Salvation
Habitat-
Army. I meant to say Samaritan Center.
But Habitat has people in their structure that make a
Yes.
little bit too much money.
Yes. But they at least have where you can track to see where a lot of that money goes to. More so than Goodwill.
Yes. Yeah. But
But if anybody wants to give us charity, I am accepting motorcycles. Marcus would also accept motorcycles.
I'll take cash.
If you're ever donating a
cash.
motorcycle.
I'll take cash. or interviews.
Fair.
We'll accept interviews.
I'll accept motorcycles. If you
The
were to give us
podcast
one.
itself will accept interviews.
Yes, the podcast will accept interviews.
Oh, there you
I
go.
personally will accept motorcycles.
I'll take cash.
I'll take cash.
Well, he's at home. Why'd you leave him?
He's fine.
Oh, bless his heart.
That's Cassius.
Clay.
Cassius Clay.
That's what I call him. Well, I just call him Cassius, but yes, Cassius Clay.
Now you're gonna. Hopefully, you get home before the storm rolls through.
Maybe.
Yeah, it seems like it's getting slower as it hit that
Yeah.
mountain range there.
Yeah.
I call it a mountain range. It's like a tall hill.
The
I've
reason
seen a real mountain range.
the
Sorry.
reason I bring this up is because not last Friday, because for those of you listening, that would have been March 6th, but on February 28th, Harley Davidson, for the second year in a row, has brought back the Ride for Heroes or the Ride Challenge, the Let's Ride Challenge, whatever you hear people at your local Harley dealership reference this as. Last year, Harley set a goal of 50 million collective miles. You had to be a Harley Davidson rider. You come in, you could sign up for this, and you ride.
Yeah.
And you just get your mileage checked periodically. They had different levels. It was 1,000. I think it was just 1,000 and 5,000 was your levels.
Okay.
You get something at 5 or at 1,000. You get something at 5,000. But they give away 5 motorcycles across this ride, like at the end of it, for based on how many miles you put in.
You get more entries type deal.
You get moved on level.
Okay.
So lowest level starts with a Nightster, and then it moves all the way up to a full size touring,
Okay.
nice touring bike.
Cool.
So the more miles, the higher the level. Now they also do stuff like keywords to create to boost your rev score, which gets you more stuff. So you can check in, you can get keywords and all that other stuff. They did all of that last year. They're doing it again this year. And last year they stuck to their commitment. So the biggest thing about it last year, and one of the reasons why I'm pushing this is Harley Davidson. You hear a lot of companies. Harley Davidson is 100% a for-profit company.
Yes.
It is not one of those companies you hear about doing charity work. It's not that they don't. They do work with Wounded Warrior Project. They've donated money to different organizations and stuff like that.
I mean, a lot of major corporations do charity work. It just it's not.
Yeah,
their
like Harley.
bread and butter.
I don't remember. I think it was the Palisades Fire or something like that. They donated like $25,000, or you'll have organizations that buy water and stuff like this.
Hey, we're going to donate a Nightster to you guys. Good luck.
Good luck.
And I'm not. And keep in mind, I'm not hating on Harley for donating $25,000. Good on you. Okay,
No, that's a good thing.
but
It's a big
a
corporation.
multi-billion-dollar corporation.
They could have done a little bit
yeah.
more.
Correct.
Hey, look, something is better than nothing.
But we,
True.
I'm going to say this: we, as people that don't run multi-billion-dollar corporations, we don't always understand what the situations are. Okay,
Yeah.
but last year, Harley said, "Cool, y'all hit 50 million miles collectively between when it started and October 31st, because that's when it ended last year. We're going to donate $1 million across." They had 10 different organizations,
Which I think is fantastic.
like mainly veteran organizations and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
Combat
fine.
vets being one of those.
Well, I mean, that's what
Makes
it
sense.
is. You know, that's
Correct.
the name of it.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of weird if they were, donating it to like PETA or something.
So I don't think that's much of a Harley thing.
No.
So last
What,
year,
people eating tasty animals?
yeah.
There you go.
So Harley Davidson last year set that goal, and put the challenge out. Employees wanted to participate. Typically, employees cannot participate in these types of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Harley said employees can participate in pushing the mileage.
But they can't win.
They can't win bikes. So there was
I think
there
that's-
was
yeah.
in-store little things like patches and hats and stuff like that after you hit certain mileage levels. Employees can get that stuff.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
You can't win a bike though.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
Fine.
You know what? Honestly,
Whatever.
I think it's an incentive for you to do something, sign up, be involved in the events.
All the
Yeah.
employees went, rock on. We're going to hold you accountable
Yeah.
and make you donate this $1 million.
Yeah.
And then they barely made it into July and they had the 50 million miles and had to donate the $1 million. And they did. I got a message from the local commander of the Combat Veterans Group that had gotten a message from national level that Harley Davidson had donated. It was like $124,000.
Yeah.
So they made their donation. They kept their promise.
Good.
Harley Davidson has came back with it this year. It is now 8 organizations instead of 10 organizations because I think something happened, and at the end they didn't have 10 organizations last year. I think they might only had 8 or 9 organizations.
Well, and you know, a lot of those organizations, they end up combining because it's,
Correct.
they can do better. Their goals are the same. It just might be regional based.
Correct.
But, hey, now we can nationwide type situation.
So Harley decided to do it again this year.
Okay.
Harley goes, all the same stuff. We're changing a couple things. One, we're making that goal 80 million miles.
Fair.
You hit 50
by
halfway
July,
through it.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
July, I think
I think
80 is
they'll be
reasonable.
good.
We're doing 80.
I mean, if they wanted to be unreasonable, they could have said 100 million.
But then they turned around and said, all makes and models can participate this year.
Which I think
That's
me and
better.
you have
Yeah.
discussed this, and I think that is a fantastic.
Well, one,
That's good marketing
I'm going
through
to put
Harley.
it
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I'm going to put it this way. One, that's just smart marketing because you have people that are now going to come into the Harley dealership to participate that wouldn't typically come into your Harley Davidson dealership.
Yeah.
So, because you have to go, if you're listening to this and you want to participate in this, go to your local Harley dealership and tell them you want to get signed up, unless you laws as your Harley dealership because they're being butts right now and don't want to participate. So, on you.
Oh.
So, go to your local Harley dealership, tell them you want to get signed up. I don't care what you ride because at the bottom of it, there's even an other tab if you don't have one of the brands listed.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So, it doesn't cost you anything to get signed up, and it does a world of good. Is
Yeah,
what it does.
I mean, you're already riding a motorcycle. Why not?
You're getting out and riding this summer.
Yeah.
Go sign up.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm
End of story.
surprised. I'm going to say this, and Marcus has probably already signed me up. He just hasn't.
I have not. I have not. The
I
only
just- I
reason
haven't
Daniel's
been able
not
to
signed
make
up yet
it
is
to
because
the-
Daniel has not been to the dealership.
I have not been able to make
Which
it.
reminds me, your air filters are in my back seat.
Okay, good.
So, Daniel has not been to the dealership. That's why he has not been signed up
Yeah.
yet. Because no, you have to do it.
Oh, do I?
I can't sign you up.
Okay.
So it is a QR code. You'll go into the dealership, get signed up. If you're local to Chattanooga, stop by, see me. I'll sign you up. Say hi. We'll talk for a little bit.
So,
It's really for a good cause.
so question for someone that's under
They've added prizes too, but go ahead.
in my certain circumstance where I have multiple motorcycles that I split mileage on.
You can sign up multiple motorcycles.
Okay.
Your mileage is not set to your motorcycle. Your mileage is set to you.
Okay. That's what I was curious about.
Yeah.
Because you said it had a tab, I'm going to say tab, but
So it looks like a speedometer.
okay.
When you go into the app, it looks like a speedometer. They call it the rev counter. There's a in the middle speedometer, there's a number. That number is how many miles you have registered.
Okay.
So I have some people that go, well, I've already gone 300 miles. And I go, yeah, but you haven't came back in and had another mileage reading. Let's do your mileage reading real quick. And then they'll see that number change up to how many miles they've done. So it's based on your mileage. So if you go in with 11,500 miles, that's your starting miles on your bike is 11,500. And then you go on a trip and you have 12,700 miles and you come back to me and you go, hey, I need to get my mileage reading. Well, that is now going to say 1,200
Yeah.
because you just registered 1,200 miles. You didn't register 11,500 miles.
No.
That was your starting odometer.
Yeah.
So, but if you have 3 bikes and you've done 3,000 on each one of those miles, well, you're going to have 6,000 miles as long as you've done your mileage readings on those motorcycles because they realize somebody might have a bike now in June, they might trade it in.
Yeah. Or
they have
like
multiple
me,
bikes.
multiple
Or they have
bikes.
multiple motorcycles. Yeah.
So is that you have to go into the dealership and have them record the mileage?
You have to go to the dealership to get everything set up and record your mileage.
Okay.
You can register for it on the Harley Davidson app, but that doesn't do anything. You have to get your miles read.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing about it. And that's only done at Harley Davidson dealerships.
Okay.
Now, when you do your first mileage reading, you'll get a sticker for the event. When you hit 500 miles, you'll get a keychain that has the event on it. And it says, let's ride 500 miles. When you hit 1,000, there's another little prize. When you hit 2,500, there's a flashlight. When you hit 5,000, if you are on a Harley Davidson, you get a free complimentary membership to Hog if you're not a Hog member.
Okay.
A free 1-year complimentary membership.
That's nice.
If you are a current Hog member, keep in mind for some of the people that aren't Hog, Daniel, as much as he likes to make fun of it, on a national level for Harley Davidson, Hog makes sense.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'll tell anybody that. If your local dealership doesn't care about your Hog chapter, there's almost not a gift to it. But on a national level, for $59, you get a bunch of discounts, you get a bunch of perks, including 2 free tows from anywhere in the country in a year's time.
Which is nice.
Yeah. But you also get different stuff like access to different places and stuff like that during Harley events and free access to the museum. And there's a list of stuff. If you are a Harley rider and you're not currently a National Hog member, I encourage you to Google Harley Owners Group. It'll first link that comes up will pull up the page and you can go see what all the benefit options are. So that being said, if you are a National Hog member, you'll get a hat at 5,000. At 10,000, there is a prize, but it's not in store. Now, these prizes, these keychains, the hats, the flashlights, all that stuff, I have them at the shop. So it doesn't matter if you did your first registration at XYZ dealership and you're riding across country and you stop by mine.
Basically any dealership and you stop at.
That's participating.
Yes.
And goes, hey, I want to get my mileage read for this real quick. Yeah, not a problem. If you hit that milestone, I have the prizes that can give them to you on the spot.
Well, that's nice. And
so
I'm
it's not limited to your home dealership.
And I'm assuming these are prizes that you can't just go buy at the dealership.
Correct. Yeah, these have the Let's Ride Challenge logos and all that other stuff on them.
I think that's awesome.
If you hit 10,000 though, there's another prize they will send to you in the mail.
Okay.
Also, when it ends, they will mail you a patch that has the Let's Ride logo and stuff on there, an actual patch.
That's awesome.
So, but once again, doesn't cost you anything to get entered.
Yeah.
And
any bike is allowed.
You're helping organizations. They're not, and keep in mind, they're not going, oh, we're going to donate $1 million if you hit 80 million miles. No, they have a tier. So if for some reason the world only hit 70 million miles, there's money still being donated. It's just not $1 million.
Which, you know what? I think that's okay. I think that's you set out a goal. Like, this is what we're doing if we're going to reach this goal.
Correct.
Perfect. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Now, on the Harley dealership side, a lot of you know, because you saw it online, I met Robert Patrick last year.
Yeah.
I met him because of what we were doing at our dealership to push the Let's Ride Challenge. He came by the dealership because he had heard about what was going on with the Let's Ride Challenge. If you follow the dealership's page, you see me and Robert make a video encouraging people to participate in the Let's Ride Challenge. That was how I got to meet him. It was kind of weird to have Robert Patrick come in and go, Marcus, I'm looking for you. Jesse James Dupree sent me up here. And I'm like, how is my name in these conversations between an 80s hair metal rock star and the Evil T1000? I'm not sure if that's where my name needs to be placed at.
I mean, it sounds like that's where it is, though.
Right? Yeah.
So, yeah. But I'm going to make a call out. If you live in the Destin area and you are friends with Justin Danger Nunley.
Okay.
Justin Danger Nunley loves veterans. He is a veteran. He loves helping people. He loves charitable organizations. He loves Harley Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
He is part owner in a Harley Davidson dealership. He has not made a video yet talking about this. So,
well then,
yes,
sounds like you should.
Yeah, I've already called the dealership. Didn't get the chance to speak to him. Spoke to the assistant marketing person. I'm going to be calling that dealership again on Tuesday because I have not heard back from the dealership and go, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
because it doesn't benefit me. That doesn't benefit me. That doesn't benefit White Lightning Harley Davidson. That does benefit all of these groups. That benefits all of these charity organizations. Because if he's got 100,000 people that watch a video, if 10% of those people ride motorcycles,
yeah,
that's 10,000 people.
Yeah. And I can guarantee at least one of them will do a mile.
Yeah. And guess what? If you do a mile, you're registered to win a Nightster.
There you go.
There you go. I mean,
so that's not what this whole episode's about. It's just, this is something. So I come from a veteran family.
Yeah.
This is something that's so easy to get signed up for.
And there's a major benefit to these organizations in receiving this donation.
And all you have to do is ride your motorcycle.
Now, hold on. You do have to go into a Harley dealership.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. But
Ride your motorcycle and stop at a Harley shop.
I guarantee you the people that are listening to this right now that live within 50 miles of a Harley Davidson dealership,
I've probably been to that shop recently.
even if they're not Harley
Probably.
riders.
Well,
Maybe.
I'm going to say about 50% of those people.
Well, it's because think about like, the guys that are Indian guys and they go to Bike Week with their buddy.
Yeah.
You don't think they go to the Harley shop?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
The guys that are the Honda guys, you don't think they're at an event that maybe the Harley shop's at? They're doing sign-ups?
See, that's
Or
what
they
you
have
need.
buddies that are going to go by the
You-
Harley
you
shop
need
or
one of
whatever
those,
it
like-
is. Now, if your Harley shop is a jerk to anybody that's not on a Harley, that's a different conversation. I can't help you.
You need like that one group of Goldwing guys that like they just never stop riding. 80 million miles. They've done that. You don't even need anybody else.
There are Hoka Hey guys that are signed up for this.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a personally, you can have a mileage competition. We did because we do the local combat veterans have an event at our dealership every year.
Yeah.
And we did a challenge to the combat veterans at the event. We had them come in, show us their rev counter. So they came in, did a mileage reading. So they have their most up to date rev counter.
Yeah.
The combat veteran that had the most miles that was at the party, we gave them a gift certificate.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
it's a charity. It's a event focusing on military veterans and active duty servicemen. I think that's a great thing as a dealership at the dealership level, not the nationwide level.
Yeah.
But doing something on your own, like, look, you won out of our dealership,
Yeah.
out of the combat veterans. Yeah, you win.
So their party was
Awesome.
in August. Miles go till October 31st.
Yeah.
And the guy that did it, the guy that took home the gift certificate last year, had 13,000 miles in that
That's not bad.
registered.
Yeah.
So
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. Sounds like a good.
a lot of those guys are retired. And they
Yeah.
just ride.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing how many miles you can rack up if you just start using your motorcycle on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I know you know that. I know that.
I definitely know that because I talk to people about my mileage when I have a 2-mile trip to work
yeah.
and I'm still racking up more miles than other people are. It's because, like, 100% on a Monday, if I have to go somewhere by myself,
Yeah.
like I have a doctor's appointment or whatever,
And the weather's
and the weather,
cooperating.
well, it's not raining.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say cooperating.
Just not right.
Yeah. If it's
It's just
not
not
raining.
raining.
Yeah.
I just get on the bike and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of people that might not realize this, yeah, I have a decent truck. But I have
You have a truck.
You have a truck.
I have a good operational pickup truck.
Yes.
Yes.
I can get in it, start it, and drive it
Yes.
Correct.
with no issues.
Yeah. A to B.
Correct. That's all that truck is, though, is an A to B truck.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of people that have nice vehicles, my motorcycle is my nice vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is also why I ride the bike a lot. But like, I do that. There's a lot of times on Sunday morning, I get up and go to church with my mom at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I go
over
meet my
there.
mom, and 9 times out of 10, I ride my motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So even if it's going to be raining later that day, because usually during the summer, if it
Afternoon
doesn't rain
shower.
overnight, it's an afternoon shower. So
Yeah.
I can ride to meet her at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's just what I do.
Well, I mean, that's like me. I'll put 20,000 miles in my car, and I'll also put 20,000 miles between the bikes.
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
year.
Well, like I was telling someone, it's like, I've in 9 years, I've put 55,000 or 8 years, something, whatever, 8-9 years. I've put 55,000 miles on my Street Glide.
Yeah.
In 7 or 8 years, a year less than that. Since 2017, I've put 55,000 miles on my Street Glide. Since 2018, we put about 65,000 miles on her Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Now she drives like
Yeah.
a 35 mile round trip for work.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we're not driving the Jeep that much.
No.
My truck since
Like
2018, 2019,
250 miles?
I've put 8,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Say, bought the Valkyrie in 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I think we had just become, we were friends.
We were
Yeah.
friends right before you bought the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I think you were already looking at the Valkyrie.
I was,
but didn't
yeah.
have it yet.
So since then, I've put 35,000 miles on that bike.
Yeah.
So in the past 4 or 5 years,
Now, Daniel has an
That
advantage
checks.
that I don't have.
I have a lot of motorcycles.
Well, no, the ability to ride your motorcycle for work sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
So Daniel might have situations where he has to ride or go 60 miles out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
depending on the day and what's going on, you
Like,
can ride.
I was actually
not always. That's not
yeah.
a.
I was actually
90%
very
of the time it's not a being
very
able to ride.
disappointed. Last week, I had to go out to Benton for work,
Yeah.
and it was the day where it just poured in Chattanooga and everywhere. And I was like, man, if this was going to be a nice day, just ride out here, it'd be beautiful. Because I've definitely done that. I have definitely taken the bike to properties that I've had to inspect.
I mean, why
or
not?
whatever.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, there's kind of like a part to that where I do have to maintain some professional
Right. Yeah.
nature. And, especially like super hot summer days, you get off the bike, you're sweaty, you're gross.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
That's
hard
not
to
very
be-
professional.
Hard to be
Yeah.
professional when you're sweating through your shirt that you're wearing.
That's
pull up.
true.
But there are certain properties that I've gone to that I can absolutely do that to, and certain people that I have met and dealt with over the years,
Right.
that I know. And if I come up, like, yeah, you know what? It was a nice sunny day. I took the bike
Yeah.
today.
They're not going to care.
No,
Yeah.
no care at all.
so 11,000 in 9 years,
Yeah.
11,250 miles have been back and forth to work.
It's a lot of mileage back and forth to work.
The
Back and
work.
forth to work. So
Yeah, because my daily round trip is it's like right at 40 miles
so
from here to downtown Chattanooga and back.
Yeah.
I'm 44,000 miles, 44,150 miles outside of traveling for work. Okay. Which breaks down to an average of 5,000 miles a year.
That's not
That's,
bad.
yeah.
So if I had the average trip to work, which was 20 miles,
Yeah.
it'd be double.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be 10,000 miles. But like that's the thing about it. I honestly, I've had times where I have years where I've rode more. I have years where I rode less because I've had times where the bike sat in the shop for 3-4 months when I had all the custom work done to it, when my transmission messed up.
Right.
Exactly.
I have time periods where I haven't been able to ride the motorcycle. But then on top of that, like if we look at December and January, I probably rode the bike 10 times that whole time period.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because the weather is
weather's-
not conducive.
Right. And we
to-
didn't go on trips.
No.
Right.
Outside of a toy run,
Yeah.
I didn't go ride
No, we
anywhere
didn't
except for
do
to
anything.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, literally, like, did you go on the toy run? You went on the toy run with me.
Yes.
Before that, it was November, the early November when we rode over with Chris.
landing-
First time I
landing
rode with
zone.
Yeah.
Chris.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when we went and rode Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. That's all she's been on the bike
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
during
I mean,
that time period.
Because the weather's not been good.
In all reality, that's now I've ridden around town. I've obviously having a newborn that kind of
Yes.
Right.
limits my riding time and potential. I can only stress Stephanie out so much,
Yeah.
leaving her alone with him. So
But like the year that last year,
yeah.
I probably did 8,500 miles last year.
Well, majority of that was Sturgis.
3,600.
Yeah, a lot of that
it.
was
The
Sturgis.
first year I had it, we got it in July, and I probably did. Now, keep in mind, this is actually 8.5 years, not 9,
Yeah.
because we have to get to July for it to be 9 years. So I guess we can revisit that in July and actually see where I'm at.
Well, I mean, I'll
Because
say,
it could be like an average of like 51 or 5,200.
so on the BMW, obviously this counts 2 trips to Sturgis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've owned it less than 2 years.
Yeah.
So July of this year will be 2 years that I've owned that bike. I got the bike with 7,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
I'm currently sitting just shy of 21,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I got the bike in July. I got the Street Glide in July. And by the time it was a year old, I had like 18,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
yeah, we took it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
makes sense.
yeah.
I mean, I wish I know I have the odometers on all the bikes, but I wish I had like something in the garage that I could like, it would just calculate it for me and just show the mileage. For each,
Right?
because like, you know, I've acquired a lot of motorcycles over the years, and
Yeah.
I just get, the newest one usually is the one that gets ridden the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. It'd be interesting to see like how many miles I put on each bike per year.
Yeah.
So on personally owned motorcycles, I think I've got probably about 300,000 on personally owned bikes. But I've also had the advantage of working at dealerships where I rode a bunch of other bikes too.
True.
Yeah.
So, and in that personal owned, I'm not counting the RC.
No, well, you didn't own it, but you
So-
did ride it a lot.
Well, it was the same
We took
situation as
possession
the
of it for a
KTM.
while.
Yeah.
It was at my house. I paid insurance on it. I
Yeah.
did service on it and all that other stuff. And I probably put 10,000 on the RC.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of services, I think the KTM is probably due for another one.
KTM still needs to do something with the battery.
Yeah.
I need to pull the battery out and actually take it to the shop.
See if one of those tenders will give it a charge.
See if putting it on a heavy duty tender.
Yeah.
Because we have the big tender box that.
And it might
work.
just need that.
Well, I'm running a 1 amp charger, so
Yeah.
it might not be. It might be enough to give it a charge, but not enough to get it over that edge.
Yeah. That's
So-
why I believe it is a lithium battery that's in that bike. I'd have to.
Yeah, I mean that charger I have auto senses
Yeah.
when you plug it in, so it goes, oh, here we go, and
Yeah.
starts doing its thing. I just haven't bothered. But anyways, back to the point. Helping out
Absolutely.
when you can. This is one of those things. If you're like, I don't have time, I don't have money, but you do have a motorcycle and you ride, you might not think about it. You get 500 miles this summer. That adds up. That builds up.
Take a Saturday that you're out riding, go stop at your local Harley Davidson dealership, get signed up. And is there, I'm assuming there's no time requirement, like other than October. Like if you come back,
Yeah, it ends October
the-
31st.
if you come back at the end of August, say, here's my mileage.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
check out. You just have to have a final mileage reading.
Yeah. So,
Before
so
October
you
31st.
it's not something you have to constantly go into the dealership
But
and
like
have
if
them read
10,000
the
Right,
people,
yeah.
if 10,000 people, 10,000 motorcycle riders, for those of you that think that's a lot, that's not a lot. Go to a bike week. If 10,000 motorcycle riders registered and only put in 500 miles each,
Yeah.
that is 5 million miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that.
Not bad.
Now, let's see. How many people do we think we're at Sturgis?
Oh, Lord.
I thought they said it was like close to 300,000, something like that.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was
It-
usually
it-
like 7 or 800,000.
maybe 5,
So let's call it 500,000.
Sure.
but I don't know.
If those people put in an average of 5,000 miles a year, or in the time period, okay,
537,000 motorcycles were at the 85th Sturgis rally.
There you
okay,
go.
so we're going to do 5,000 or 537,000. Okay, what's the average miles per year for somebody that rides?
I'm going to say it's probably closer to 1,000 miles, but give me a second.
For people that go to Sturgis, what do you think the average mileage is? Not everybody rides to Sturgis. We get
No,
that, but
yeah.
what are we going to say? 5,000 miles?
Yeah.
5,000 miles.
Actually, I would say it's probably a little bit lower. I'd say 3,500 miles per
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
I think that's more reasonable.
3,500
That's
miles.
probably average, yeah.
So if everybody that went to Sturgis did it, okay, that is 1 billion 879,500,000 miles.
Jeez.
So, just as a point of reference, the average motorcycle in the United States, motorcycle rider rides between 3,000 to 5,000 miles per year.
Yeah.
So,
The average.
at 80 million miles, okay, we're going to divide it by the 537,000 that went to Sturgis.
Yeah.
That means everybody that goes to Sturgis needs to do
150 miles.
150 miles.
Not even 150 miles. 148.9 miles.
If the last time we were in Panama,
I've done 150 miles by accident.
the last time we were in Panama, there was 70,000 people there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to say 80 million again, divided by the 70,000 people that were in Panama. That is still only 1,142 miles
Which
a
is
person.
below the average.
Yeah.
So if you
Easily
go, I
attainable.
can only
Yeah.
put in 500 miles. Go get signed up.
Yeah.
It helps push that number. And if you go, oh, well, you just told me that everybody else is going to help achieve it. If you rely on someone else to do the job will never get done.
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.